Hello, this is James Rogers with iSource.com, and today we're going to take a look at the PowerPak Xtreme ruggedized portable power bank from New Trent. New Trent's definitely no stranger to iOS accessories, and they have a successful line of battery packs that came before the PowerPak Xtreme. I personally reviewed the Travel Pack a few months ago, which was a 4,000 milliamp hour battery pack with an AC plug built in and two USB 1 amp outputs. And I had a very favorable review. I came away liking the device a lot. The only drawback was that it was a little bit underpowered at 4,000 milliamps, good for a phone, but certainly not much use for a tablet. And the fact that it only had 1 amp outputs. This device, on the other hand, addresses both of those shortcomings as well as several others. So let's take a quick look. The first thing you can see is that while the PowerPak Xtreme is certainly a little on the brickish side, it's incredibly rugged. As you can see here, it's high impact plastic exterior, actually put together with metal screws. And it has a molded in hook for use on like a backpack or carrying externally on a bag. This thing is rated to last. According to New Trent, this can survive a drop of up to 1 meter, and it can be, as long as your watertight flap here is closed over your ports, it can be submerged in 3 feet of water for up to an hour. So it's not only water resistant, it's also fall resistant. It also has a 500 full recharge cycle guarantee, so it'll last through several charges as well. So this is a very rugged device. As you can see, nothing exposed. And then to get to our ports, we open this flap, and you can see there's a real positive click there with a seal. And we have rubber gaskets to seal our ports. And here we have our 1 amp and 2 amp ports, as well as our micro USB recharging port. Now, one of the great things about this device, again, an upgrade over the Travel Pack, we not only have 1 amp, but we also have a 2.1 amp output port, which makes this much more ideal for use with tablets. Now, the other great feature of this is that this is a 12,000 milliamp hour battery pack. And just to give you an idea of where that sits, some of the other devices, iOS specific device battery capacities, the iPhone 5S is 1560 milliamp hours, the 5C 1507, the 5 1440, the 5th gen iPod Touch is 1030, while the 4th is 930, the iPad Air is 8820. The older iPad 4th gen Retina is 11,560 on the high end. The iPad Mini Retina is 6471. The original Mini is 4490. The iPad 2 is 6930. So looking down through those numbers, this battery pack will give you multiple recharges on most of them, and can at least get you most of the way there on the larger iPads. So as you can see here, recharging is quite easy. Get my iPhone here and a lightning adapter. Works just like any other battery pack you'd be used to. Simply plug it in, and then there's only one button on the device for turning on and off. You'll notice we've got our blue LEDs here to indicate charge level. So right now I've got 2 out of 4. And that is 2 out of 4 after many recharges and a lot of use, especially with my iPhone. I have found that just regardless of the numbers in any formal testing, I can charge this up once a week, maybe even less, over the last month, and I really just don't even have to think about it. I can top off my iPhone through the day. I can recharge my children's iPod Touches and my son's iPhone 4S, my wife's iPhone 5, and This thing just keeps on going and going. It's perfect for a family of smaller devices. Now, as far as performance with tablets with that big a battery capacity and the 2.1 amp output, that's obviously going to be a very common use. Here I have an iPad Air, for example. So keep that. We'll go ahead and move this to the 2.1 amp port. And you can immediately see the Air power up to charge. Now, one slight disappointment that I found is that while the numbers would indicate that you could fully charge an iPad Air with plenty of room left over to charge your iPod, I did not find that to be the case. You probably lose some of your milliamp hours in transfer and wasted energy or heat loss. Whatever the reasons, with my iPad Air, run down to 1% and shut off, I could get it with a full battery pack charge up to about 95 to 97%. But then the Xtreme is out. So despite the fact that it's stated to have 1200 milliamp hour or 12,000 milliamp hours and the Air is 8820, we have some discrepancy there, but still it's definitely good for topping up your device, and in a pinch it will get you almost a complete recharge. Now, if you're using your Air, you're definitely going to see that decrease dramatically. You can be good for probably about a 60 to 70% bump before you're going to drain your capacity completely. I have some tests that are laid out in my written review below that you can take a look at. I took it through several different scenarios, and overall I'm pleased with it, despite the fact that I'd love it if I could completely charge an Air from 0 to 100 and have room left over. In a pinch, this is definitely very useful, and if you're using something smaller than the Air, like an iPad mini Retina or the first gen iPad mini, it's going to be great. You're going to be able to fully charge that device and still have plenty of capacity left over. So the fact that we've got great portability here, we've got dual outputs, and yes, you will lose some more capacity there, but for example, just to push the battery pack closer to its limits, I have as you can see here, a 3-pronged adapter here with lightning dock and micro USB. So excuse my tangles. And I'm also going to hook up my Nexus 7 here using the USB. So as you can see, all 3 devices came up and are charging simultaneously. And with this setup, obviously your mileage is going to vary, but it is possible to charge multiple devices, as many as 3 devices here in this scenario at once. So this battery pack has a lot of usefulness. It's $59.95 retail from new Trent, and again, the combination of rugged design, multiple outputs, the 2.1 amps, and the high battery capacity make this a solid device. And if you're still Christmas shopping for the gadget lover in your life and looking for something that any gadget user, mobile phone user, tablet user would find handy, this is definitely it. Whether it's a stocking stuffer or a gift for a friend, I think anyone that uses mobile electronics will be very happy with this device, especially those that hikers, hunters, backpackers, people who want to be able to use their devices on the go. So this is the new Trent PowerPak Xtreme ruggedized portable power bank, $59.95, and definitely a worthwhile purchase.